from the YouTube. Yes, you're right. You're right, Michelle. So I think we want to start by thanking our Creator Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Full evening, uh, in order for us to have a positive interaction that I believe will do a lot of good to all of us, including myself as the speaker for the night. And I pray that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala gives us a very strong mind so that we can digest, analyze, and communicate facts that will change the way we think and the way we feel, and that ultimately will give us very good direction on what actions we should pursue in our lives. And also, we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us both physical and emotional strength again, that we can be able to connect inwardly and feel the words, not just hear the words. This evening, we are basically talking about the strategy of self-motivation. I want to believe there are quite a number of us out there who are struggling to fulfill their goals, their dreams, their objectives. There are quite a number of us out there who are really, in one way or the other, demoralized. There are quite a number of us out there who actually feel like they should give up on their pursuit of life and happiness. A number of us feel like, yeah, we can't, it's not possible, it's not going to work. Some of us, we have tried so many things and it's like, nothing is working, nothing is responding positively. And therefore, we are at the verge of telling ourselves, look, I think we just need to give up and take things the way they are. But they say motivation is like shower, you need it every day. Every day you need it. And motivation is that feeling, is that drive, is that push that necessitates you to work harder on your life objective, life goal, life dream until you see its completion. Motivation is an inner drive that actually lubricates your action so that you don't give up very, very easily. We have two types of motivation. One is external motivation, and another one is intrinsic motivation. We're not going to go into those psychological details. Our topic is just looking at the tips on how we can actually make ourselves do what we must do in order to become who we must become with the help of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say this. That is, motivation is fire from within. Someone else tries to light that fire under you, chances are it will burn very briefly. But when that fire is lit by you, it will burn forever. Research shows that it's very difficult for someone to motivate you. Someone will guide you towards you attaining your motivation. But at the end of the day, you are the one who is going and who should motivate yourself to reach the level where you are supposed to reach. Remember, humankind are goal-oriented creation. We never came to this world for no reason. We came to this world for a specific reason. And the day you discover that reason is the day you discover who you are, what you are, and how far you can go in your life. They say the purpose of living is living a purposeful life, and the meaning of life is making life meaningful. And all of us, believe me, all of us, according to the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we were created to come to the universe to make a difference, to create an impact, to make a change. so that when we leave this universe, when we leave this world, it will never be the same as it was before we came, before we were born. And that is really a drive that we seriously need to have, you and me. Life is getting a little bit harder every day, and things are somehow, piling up, and maybe we are not able to see the end of the tunnel. But believe me, you got to find a reason to push you to that level where you should achieve what you set out to achieve. But in a very simple way, uh, for somebody to be motivated, you just look at the word motivation, and there's no way you can get motivated. There is no way you can push yourself towards any objective in life, towards any goal in life, towards any dream in life, if you don't know why you must do what you do. So the aim on the word motivation is about understanding the meaning of your life. Understanding the meaning of your life. When you understand the meaning of your life, nothing stops you from pursuing that meaning. And that's why even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He clearly defined our purpose. وَمَا خَلَقْتُمُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We never created men and jinns except for the purpose of worshipping us. Now the connotation of worship is far and wide, because it means life, the life that you choose to live. And the life you choose to live, if you lived it in the right way, it gives you, the right feelings, and it gives you the purpose, and it gives you the happiness. So the meaning of what you're doing, and that's why I keep repeating this to my students sometimes. That is, if you know the reason why, and the why can make you cry, because the truth you cannot deny, you are busy looking for a sign, you will fly, no matter, even if you have to die. At the end of the day, you go above the sky because you know the reason why. So if the why is compelling enough, the how, the what, and the how becomes easy. If your why is strong enough, no obstacle will stop you from walking towards the right direction, so that you can end up in the right section. So number one obligation is to thrive and establish facts that will give you the push of why. Mobilizing facts, analyzing facts, so that you know why you want what you want. And you don't just want it. According to Les Brown, he says, you must want it so badly. You must want it so badly. That is to tell yourself and to ask yourself, am I really willing? Am I really ready to give, to pay any price in order to get what I want out of life? Maybe you are in the pursuit of academic excellency. You are in the process of climbing the ladder of academic achievement, and your aim is to attain a PhD. Now, from your first degree to your second degree to your PhD, you have to tell yourself why it is important for you to reach that level. If you have started a small business and you want it to grow, to become a great business, to become a big business, you need to convince yourself how important the business is in your life. If it is to get into a relationship, maybe a married relationship, you need to ask yourself, what difference will this relationship make in my life? Maybe it's about getting children. What I mean is, you must establish the reason why you want what you want. And I want to repeat, not just wanting it, but how bad do you want it? And the day that why becomes greater than the obstacle, nothing will come between you and what you want. You will always do whatever it takes until you get it. The more important something is in your life, the greater the power and the energy you will get to pursue it. But if you take what you want in a casual way, then you become a casualty and you won't have the energy to struggle, to fight for that thing that you want so badly. And that's why again, Les Brown says, if you want something, maybe it's happiness, maybe it's money, maybe it's power, then you must be hungry for that thing. Because when you are hungry, you will never stop. You become unstoppable until, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, until you get it. It's like when you want to eat, when you want food, because you are hungry. Nothing stops you from struggling and looking for that food, because the pang of hungers will be hitting bad in your tummy. And therefore, if you want success, if you want something great in your life, you must always make sure you struggle until you achieve it. Brothers and sisters, the second letter on the word motivation. You will never get motivated. You will never generate the power of motivation in you until you establish an open mind. That is to say, believing that you are not an alpha and omega. Accepting that you are yet to be the person you want to be. Telling yourself that you are bigger, you are greater than the person you are today. Telling yourself, look, I can be more than who I am today. And I can go up to any level that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will allow me to reach with my effort. Majitahada wajada. Whoever strives will always succeed. So convincing yourself, look, I am willing to learn from anybody. I am willing to be held my hand by any mentor, by any coach. But finally, I must be the best version of myself. In short, if you want to be a motivated individual, you should be that individual who is teachable. That means you are ready to learn from those who know better than you. In another word, psychologically speaking, you must have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. Because above anyone who is knowledgeable, there is another one who is more knowledgeable. In anything you want to do in your life, there is always somebody who's done it and done it very well. Therefore, instead of you starting from zero, you can start from where that person stopped. And in that way, it will take you less effort to succeed. And the desire to achieve it will become higher and higher. And finally, you will acquire and you will never expire. The third letter is T. Motivation comes if you are time conscious. Understanding, and this is very crucial, understanding you're not going to be a young person forever. The energy you have today, you might not have that energy tomorrow. The health you have today, you might not have that health tomorrow. The strength you have today, you may not have that strength tomorrow. Understanding that everybody who is 80 today was one time 25, was one time 20. So if you are at 20 or 25, remember, there is nothing that will stop you from being 80. Therefore, learn to invest in your time very well. because time management is life management. If you understand that, look,
life, you become who you know. If you want to be motivated, you can't afford to move around with losers. You get motivated if you are surrounded by great men and women. And therefore, you don't feel comfortable being around people who are successful because you're not successful. The day you discover you are the best in the network of friendship, that friendship is not good for you. You need to look for people who will make you work harder, not people who will make you feel like you are a king because you are the best in that group. In that way, you will never struggle. You will never strive to go to the next level. You will never struggle. You will never strive to achieve the best out of your life. The second value is the value of tolerance, the ability to understand others and how they feel about themselves. Understand that there are other people who are different from you, and that does not make them inferior to you or superior to you. And therefore you learn to kind of work with everybody, and to the extent that now that becomes a vibe that will give you the power to grow and become better than the person you are today. Brother and sister, it's very important. At the end of the day, you need to understand before you are understood, and that is taking 100% responsibility for your own life. There are things in our lives no one absolutely can do them for us. We must do them ourselves. If you are motivated to have a good friend, therefore you want to build your body, you can't pay somebody to go to the gym, work out for you, and then you develop the muscle. You need to go and do the workout yourself. And the heavier the load is, the more the muscles. And the moment when the muscle is growing, that is the time when it pains the most. Therefore, it's very important to understand that you must take 100% responsibility. It's up to you, okay? And you must tell yourself this statement every day. If it is to happen, then it is up to me to make it happen. And because it is up to me to make it happen, I will make sure I make it happen. And it will happen with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What others have done, strong, tell yourself, yes, I am. Because any statement that begins with I am easily, can easily connect with. Doing it more time. Sometimes what you want might require more support. Sometimes what you want might require a bigger push. Be honest with your own self, so that at the end of the day you face the reality of life, and that gives you the power to face any challenge, and ultimately you are able to succeed. And then the last value is the value of accountability. Knowing that, my friend, as you climb the ladder of life, there are interjectory points. There are times when you become parent and your children will question you on how much effort you invested to be the best dad you could be in your life. Your wife will question you how much investment you made in yourself to be the husband of exemplary character. Your husband, what did you do? How much have you done? Accountability. And then the finally accountability is the accountability with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That means Allah granted you health, granted you eyesight, granted you everything. That by itself is a strong motivation that one day I am going to meet my Creator, and my Creator will question me on everything that I went through. He will question me about my youthful years before I became old, my money before I became poor, my health before I became sick, and so on and so forth. So that accountability will motivate you to become the best that you want to become. And those are strategies of motivation. Remember, most people will not change when they see the light. They change when they feel the heat of the light. I want to take this one again, very important. Most people will not change when they see the light. They change when they feel the heat. Bwana mmoja alikuwa anatembea katika shamba, akamuona mbwa analia, akauliza huyu mbwa ni wa nani?
Mwenye mbwa akasema huyu mbwa ni wangu. Akasema basi mbona analia ovyo ovyo hivi? Akasema huyu mbwa amekalia msumari. Akasema kama amekalia msumari basi si amke. Akasema hawezi kuamka mpaka umdunge vya kutosha. Ukimdunga vya kutosha basi atamka yeye mwenyewe. Na sisi mara nyingine mpaka ile hali ambayo tumo iwe uchungu zaidi kuliko ile struggle ya maisha. You will not change to become a different person until the situation of changing becomes easier than the situation of remaining the same. Until the situation of changing becomes more powerful than the situation of remaining the same. You get motivated when you realize it's not interesting. It is not interesting to be poor in life. You got to struggle. It is not interesting to be a nobody in life. It is not interesting to lose your freedom in life. If you know, there are two ways of getting motivation. There are two pathways of getting motivated. One pathway, you are motivated by people who are successful, and therefore you strive, you struggle, you do whatever it takes to be like them. And then there are those people who are failures, and then you feel, oh my God, I don't think I want to live this kind of life. Therefore, if you don't want to live this kind of life, what are you doing to make sure one day you will not beg like a beggar? To make sure that one day you will not eat from, the garbage. That one day you will not eat. What is it that you're willing to do? What is it that you're willing to do to make sure that one day you become the person of your choice? And believe me, there is nothing more beautiful in life than being a person of your own choice. Being a person of your own, of your own calculation and prescription. That means you do whatever it takes until you become the person you want to be. Again, remember, at the end of the day, there are 10 A's. If you consider them, they'll give you the power and the fire of motivation in order to succeed and become a greater person and a bigger person and a person who can achieve whatever they want to achieve in their life. And the first A, remember, everything is dictated, everything is prescribed, everything is designed, and that's the law of design by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the A for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If everybody is against you, but Allah is with you, everything works out for you. So remembering that no matter how hard, no matter how difficult, when Allah sends you on a stony path, He'll give you strong shoes. Keep moving, keep going, keep doing whatever you're doing, and ultimately you will achieve what you want to achieve. The second A is the A of admiration. When you admire success, you will do whatever it takes for you to become successful. When you admire something, you will not lose the motivation to succeed in whatever you want to do. Third A is the A of appreciation. Appreciating what you are. And the moment you appreciate what you are, you feel like now I can work harder to be who I want to be. The moment you love the person you are today, that will give you the power to become the person you want to be tomorrow. And that's why they say success always attracts success. Achievement always attracts another achievement. It's when you are positive, that's when you attract positivity. But if you are negative, you get discouraged, you lose the motivation, you lose the strength, and you will never do anything else in order to make yourself greater than the person you are today. Number 4 is about analyzing, seeing what is working and what is not working, so that at the end of the day, you can be able to tell yourself, if I keep on doing what I'm doing, I am going to be the person I want to be. Because along the way, there are certain things you need to drop if you want to be lighter, to fly higher and higher. You have to adapt the philosophy of the rocket. At every level of horizon, at every level of altitude, certain parts of the rocket drops because they cannot go to the next level. So there are certain people in our lives, they can't go, they cannot resist the pressure of our growth. Therefore, you leave them at a certain level and you connect with other people who are on the higher level and higher level and higher level. And the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. So you need to do frequent analysis
of whatever surrounds you, whoever is connecting with you, and whatever gets into your mind, and whatever attributes that you embrace, so that you don't go into the negativity of whatever somebody else wants you not to grow the way you want to grow. Remember, number 5 is your aspiration. Aspiration is how great do you want to be. This determines the levels of energy that you enjoy in yourself. That means at the end of the day, you know, my dream is bigger, and that's why and this is very important. If your dream is not bigger than you, then that's not a dream. That is just an objective. A dream must be bigger than you to a level where you must stretch yourself in order to achieve it. You must go beyond what your dream should scare you, should make you feel like, oh my God, do I really have the power to achieve this? And that gives you that automatic feeling that I need to do more than what I have been doing to achieve what I want to achieve. Remember, application. Whatever you learn, put into practice. And you discover what you thought you could not do, now you can do. Whatever you could not do, now you can do. And with that, you can go to the next level, and the sky will be the lower limit. And then the principle 7A is assimilation. Trying to internalize every principle, every philosophy, every strategy, every technique, so that you can apply it in your life. Use it to your favor in order to succeed. And then number 8 is achievement. Achieving whatever you achieve. And that's why in the plan of your growth and development, in the plan of your success, if you want to sustain motivation, establish lower hanging fruits, so that along the way you can succeed and see that you're succeeding and you're achieving. And that keeps on attracting you to go to higher and higher level, and finally you become that person you want to become in your life. And then you have to have what they call attention. You pay attention to the details. Okay, don't be a wandering generality. Be a meaningful specific. Know exactly. Have the clarity of purpose. Know your target. Know the details. You know, details. Successful people have the details. We are all equal. The general information is with everybody. If you want to be different, if you want to be unique, if you want to be special, then you must have those smaller details, because it is the details that gives you the power to fly higher. And then at the end, you have also to learn that accountability, as I said earlier, so that you can see what you must do in order to succeed. Accountability. I mean, as I said earlier, you are at the age of 30. Whatever you have succeeded in achieving so far, do you think it is equivalent to your chronological age? Is your mental age equal to your physical age? Is your social age equal to your physical age? Is your emotional age? You have to develop holistically, understanding that at the end of the day, I must be a total person. I must be a total human being. And therefore, I cannot afford to keep on playing, taking it easy. It's not taking easy. You know, if you don't, life is risky by nature. And if you're not willing to take risks, you'll not grow. And if you don't grow, you will never be happy. And if you're not happy, then why are you living? Remember the 15 ways that we can apply in order to sustain self-motivation. Number 1 is create a vision for yourself. Create a vision for yourself. And vision is simply a dream. A vision is simply a goal. A vision is simply your future. How do you want your future to be like? How do you want your future to be different from your past? How do you want your future to energize you, to excite you? You can't wait to see it. You can't wait to be 40 because you are working so hard today. And when you reach that age, you will really be up to the level of that age. Number 2, learn to leave your comfort zone and be ready to take risks. Learn. Nobody grows in their comfort zone. Nobody. Even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had to go to Medina, you know, for Islam to spread the way it has spread up to today. You get to get out of your comfort zone. You know, if you discover whatever you have been doing is now very easy for you, it means you're not growing. Because if you're growing, everything you do must be a little bit challenging, a bit become anybody you want to grow. Number 3, plan your work every day and complete the task, because prior preparation prevents you from poor performance. That means at the end of the day, every night plan what you want to do the following day. Then follow that plan. At night, question yourself, have I done whatever I wanted to do today? And what difference has it made in my life? Number 4, find your talent, find your calling, find your inner core, find your voice. What is it that you think you can do with less hardship? What is it? What is it that is your gift from God? Is it your hands? You can write very well. Is it your tongue? You can speak very well. Is it your ability to organize? Is it what is it that is so special with you? Now, the moment you discover the talent that you have, and then you combine it with training, my friend, you become a genius. People who have succeeded in any area of endeavor in their life is because they discovered their voice very early. They discovered their talent. They unleashed their potential, and then they invested in themselves. Because believe me, the best investment you can make in your life is the investment in yourself. So find your talent and be creative in thinking and learning new things in order to develop your talent. Be honest in all time and speak only the truth about you, because the truth will set you free and it will make you feel, oh my God, I'm yet to do what I desire to do very well. I'm yet to achieve what I want to achieve. I am yet to succeed to the level I want to succeed. And that will give you the motivation. That will give you the excitement. That will give you the power to keep struggling, because you can see where you want to go, but you're still far much behind. Now, if others are crawling, you walk. If others are walking, you run. If others are running, you fly. But you must reach your destination. Find your inner energy and work towards it. Make every action of your success. Remember, it doesn't happen until you make it happen. You're the one to make it happen. No one will make it happen for you. And therefore, you must do whatever it takes until you make it happen. Talk to yourself and remain positive always. Just be real. Sometimes the only good conversation, the only encouraging word is the word you tell yourself. So every morning when you wake up, after practicing the attitude of gratitude, tell yourself those positive affirmations. Yes, I am the best. Yes, I am great. Yes, I can do it. Today I will make a difference. Oh yes, I can. Oh yes, I will. Oh yes, I must. At the end of the day, that excitement, that encouragement will give you the energy. You know, sometimes we wake up in the morning and you don't feel like you want to do anything. I don't know if some of you have experienced that. You wake up in the morning and don't feel like you want to get out of your bed. You wake up in the morning, it's like you are so disoriented. And sometimes you even cancel some of the appointments, some of the activities you wanted to do because you're so low, the morale is so low. My friend, don't allow yourself to go through that, because you have the power to decide the kind of feelings you will have. And with the help of Allah, that is more than possible, because you are able, capable, unbogable, and everything for you is possible, because the word impossible can also read I am possible. So when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, yes I can, yes I will, yes I must, I will succeed, I will do it, yes I can do it. Now that motivation is key, that many people lack that, and that's why some of us, majority of us, don't really grow. And then again, number 7, accept your willpower. Never give up till you succeed. Never give up, never give in. There is an answer for everything. Hamna kufuli isiyokuwa na ufunguo, na hamna usiku usiopambaukiwa na mchana. Na mara nyingi wakati ule giza tororo, wakati ule giza ndiyo jingi, basi 1 hour later unaona jua linajitokeza. Innamal usri yusra. Kila mazito hufuatwa na wepesi. Sijasema hivyo mie, aliyesema ni Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then why are you worried about how you will do whatever you want to do when there is an assurance? Kad aflaha al-mu'minin. This is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not from me. Kad aflaha al-mu'minin. Every believer is a great success. Already that's a description for you and me. Why are you losing motivation? Why are you losing zeal? Why are you losing the courage? Keep moving, keep pushing, and at the end of the day, you will reach your destination. You should behave like a river, because every river, ultimately, it reaches the sea. And the most important thing here is for you to identify where your sea is. Remember, enjoy every moment of life. Make others happy too. If there is any business that is so rewarding in life, is the business of serving other people. Because what goes around comes around. What you do for others is what in turn is done to you. You want to be rich? No, share what you have with others. You want to be more educated? Teach others the little that you know. You want to be healthy? Help those who are sick today. You want to be a good person? Help people to become good. What you do to others is what God does to you. It's an investment. It's called the principle of serving others, the principle of contribution, the principle of expansion. Number 10, live your true life, never hurt others. Be always faithful to your life and its commitment. That means maintain a discipline. Do whatever you want until they bury you. Now that's over. But as long as you live, as long as you breathe the oxygen, you can still grow and become better than the person you are today. Take this from teaching from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kad aflaha al-mu'minin. Every believer is a great success. Number 11, have faith therefore in God. He will always lead you towards the right direction. Whoever depends on our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will never la tahnat min rahmatillah. Never give up on the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who created you, and He is the one who has the power to move you from where you are to where you're supposed to be. Man yatawakkal ala Allah fahuwa hasb. It's very, very important to understand that principle. Whenever you rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tawakkul, remember, tawheed, taqwa, and tawakkul, these three T's are very important. You will always succeed and become anybody that you want to become. Number 12, hard work. Remember, works. Majitahada wajada. No matter how old you are, you got to do the work. Amal is very important in achievement and success of our life, and motivation is because you do it. The action makes the difference. It is the doing that will make the difference, not the thinking and not the feeling. Have the zeal to do whatever you must do until you succeed. Learn to live whole life today and march every day with hope. There is a lot of good things that are waiting for you in the future. The best way of predicting the future is creating it yourself. And future, my friends, is not waited for. Future is created. You design it and then you present it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this is the master plan of my life. Ya Allah, approve it for me. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeing that you are really hard working, you are really investing your time into that plan, Allah will make it easy for you. And Allah doesn't desire hardship for us. Allah desires what is easy for us. Remember, replace can't with can. Replace can't with can, and you will always succeed. If you think you can, you can, and if you think you can't, you can't. My dear brothers, remember to practice the attitude of gratitude, sisters. Attitude of be grateful. When you are grateful, Allah gives you more. Will give you more. Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, kila ukiwa na shukrani anakupa zaidi. So kuwa na moyo wa kwamba umeshukuru kile ulicho nacho. Wanasema angalia chini ushukuru, angalia juu udhukuru, usibaki katikati utakufuru. always remember at the end of the day, ukishukuru Mungu atakupa zaidi. Therefore, I want to end my talk today by saying, finally, don't just get motivated only. Don't just get motivated only. Be a motivator also. Learn to communicate. Learn to communicate. Because when you open your mouth, you tell the whole world the kind of a person you are. Remember, when others tell, you sell. When others tell, you sell. When others impress, you should influence. When others try to be heard, you strive to be understood. When others explain, you energize. When others inform, you inspire. When others relay only facts, you tell the stories. I want to take this one as my conclusion again. Remember for our program. Thank you so much. Thank you. May God bless you.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. This was very powerful. So that our viewers have benefited much from this as much as I have benefited. Wapenzi wasikilizaji, chukue hii fursa kwa maoni, maswali, mapendekezo. Je, kuna mtu angependa kuchangia kitu chochote? You can either raise your hand kusaidia kuisoma. Kwa wale ambao wamechelewa kujoin, na hii video iko YouTube, I will share the link very soon. And like I said last week, inshallah we are working on having our own YouTube channel by New Horizon, so you can have 2 channels ambazo unaweza kuangalia hizi videos katika YouTube.
And then
maybe ameshukuru sana. The session was eye opening.
Thank you so much. Thank you for attending also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Salim Kulfan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Barakallah fiqh, inshallah. It is also going to be very helpful if also you could suggest areas that we need to focus on, maybe for our next presentation. Thank you so much, Zahida. Thank you so much. We are together, inshallah. We are together, inshallah. Barakallah fiqh. Inshallah, may Allah give us the strength to continue sharing and daring and so on and so forth. But finally, we must all be there, inshallah. Inshallah. I can see my student Ibrahim Bidu. Thank you so much. Said Ibrahim has raised his hand.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, welcome, brother.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much. I'm happy you sent me an invitation.
Thank you for accepting.
Due to time difference, I was unable to come in on time, so I was quite late.
Sorry,
but I managed to get some useful information. I'm grateful. May God bless you.
You too, inshallah.
Give you a class and increase you in knowledge, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Just as a comment to something that you mentioned.
Yes.
You mentioned that it doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah.
You should always strive.
Remember that hadith.
So even when the future is bleak,
yeah,
you're supposed to be that positive and think of something that would improve the world, even if it's gonna end in the next minute.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that addition. It's really made value. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Said. Samir, you are quiet today. Are you good?
coming from. We want to change our future. And again, I always get my book so that I get to write every time. Maybe something to add on, maybe if we can get a screen shared of some of maybe the notes or something like that, because Mujahid ukichelewa kidogo ushapita point nyingine.
Exactly. Inshallah. I think we will be sharing the PowerPoints that we are using for these presentations or the notes every time we finish. But the good thing also, the lecture is also on the YouTube, so you can always have reference, inshallah. But we can be sending also the notes that we are using, inshallah. Now,
okay, I have shared the YouTube link for today's video. For those who missed or for those who want to have more reference, you can visit the link in the comment section. We have a sister, Asia Ahmed.
MashaAllah.
She appreciates. She says, thank you so much for the very inspiring talk.
Thank you. Allah, inshallah.
We have another comment. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for today. I like that you taught us not only learn to get motivation, but also to motivate others.
Yes, exactly.
As life always gives you opportunities to learn.
MashaAllah. Very good. Quite positive. Alhamdulillah.
Again, I would like to urge our dear viewers that you can follow our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We go by the name New Horizon Consultancy Services. I'm sharing the name on the comment section. And we have these talks every Tuesday and Fridays. For Tuesday, it is an online motivational academy. For Fridays, it's marriage consultancies. So next Friday, inshallah, we are going to talk about the psychology of marriage. The psychology of marriage. Inshallah, ikifika Ijumaa tutaongelea kuhusu saikolojia ya ndoa.
Inshallah. Barakallah. Inshallah. Mungu atupatie tawfik inshallah. Inshallah.
Naona hakuna comment zaidi.
Inshallah.
Tufungie na dua.
Naona Khalfan yuko hapa, anaweza tufungie na dua inshallah. Khalfan ashatoka ni? Basi leo tuna mgeni muhimu, yeye anatufungia na dua. Basi Sheikh Ibrahim Bidu inshallah.
Habib Ibrahim.
Mashatoka. Mgeni wa mbali yeye.
Anyone who is willing to give us a closing dua?
بس إن شاء الله سبحانك الله وبحمده وأشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه بالله. شكرا شخصيا.
Shukran sana wapenzi wasikilizaji.